Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 16, The First Day of the Rest of Your Life. So it's the season finale. I'll try and think about it in a productive and constructive, critical way. I'll be honest, it took a while to get going this episode. They spent an awful lot of time just sort of pondering amongst each other. There's an awful lot of pondering going on in The Walking Dead. Most of the episodes are filled with pondering. And I suppose, in a way, they had to build up some momentum. They had to get it winding and get the engine going. Which is fair enough. Don't get me wrong. Once it kicked off, it really kicked off. And the last 10, 15 minutes of this episode was pretty badass. I really, really enjoyed it. The moments that annoyed me a bit were when the Saviours had arrived at Alexandria and the turncoat, bloody garbage pail kids, we discover that, they're a bunch of arseholes and they don't stand by the word and so on. There was that kind of moment of pausing when we're following Negan's kind of moment where he's going to kill Carl in front of Rick, and I was like, oh, come on, just get on with it. I mean, we all sort of knew from early on that, like I say, this momentum was going to be building up, but it didn't feel that suspenseful to me. It really didn't. Now, what I'll talk about now is the Sasha situation. I mean, from the moment the episode began, we have Sasha, and we just got this shot of her head in the darkness, listening to music. And that spells it out, and it spelled it out for me anyway, that you knew that she was going to be dead one way or another. And of course, we really don't come to terms with when she's going to die in this episode until we see her take that tablet and have a drink of water when she's inside the coffin. So that was kind of the moment that we thought, yeah, you're going to be dead. And as soon as Negan opens the coffin, you're going to be a zombie. So I did enjoy it. I like the fact, but I really wanted more focus on her as a zombie, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously, she pushes Negan off the back of the truck and she ends up biting someone else. But I kind of wanted a bit more. It just didn't. It didn't hold for me. It really didn't. I really wanted it to kind of be like, oh my God, it's Sasha, she's a zombie. But it wasn't. It was a case of, well, And the whole Abraham flashback moments, not the Abraham flashback moments, but those kind of dreamy sequences between her and Abraham, and then there's the dreamy sequences with her and Maggie. It all just felt a bit like I didn't really care that much, to be honest. I didn't really care. Now, the standout moments in this episode for me were a lot, obviously, like you and everybody else. I love the bit where Shiva just kind of turns up and saves Carl, and it's like, yeah, Shiva! And I'm so glad Shiva didn't get shot, because that was one of my fears, that the poor tiger was going to get shot. But I'm glad Shiva's still roaming around, because that was mega. Don't get me wrong, I did feel really elated when, the Kingdom turned up and started shooting everyone down. That was pretty cool. I did go, yay! The kind of thing that let me down after that was when the garbage pail kids threw these smoke bombs, which kind of clouds out any budget moments. So it's like, we're just going to fill everywhere with smoke just so we don't have to keep shooting everyone. Photograph everyone while they're shooting and so on. So, all in all, it was an okay episode. We had this giant funeral scene at the end, the whole Lord of the Rings Return of the King moment. Which, it didn't really kind of get me going. However, the one piece at the end that really got me going was the bit where Negan is kind of mildly threatening Eugene and questioning him about the whole Sasha and why she was dead. And then he turns around and he's just got an army of saviours in front of him. And I thought, yeah, that was pretty sweet. To war! So, in regards to a setup for Season 8, rock on, love it. Bring it, because I want more shooting, I want more killing, I want more war. So, Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see where the Garbage Pail Kids go from here. I mean, is Rick going to go and take them out? Or are they going to stand back now? I can't imagine them being on the offensive. I mean, the Saviours are certainly going to be on the offensive, but it's going to be an interesting way to go now. You know what I mean? I don't know how they're going to do it. I've got this funny feeling that we're only going to see All Out War for maybe 8 or 9 episodes, and then it'll change. You know, something. I just can't see them dragging it out for an entire season, to be honest with you. I really, really can't. So anyway, well, we'll see what happens next year or later on this year. Is it October? I think it comes back. But did I enjoy this season as a whole? Maybe. I think I'm pretty 50-50 because the first half was pretty tiring. It really was. I mean, we had those great episodes of Within the Kingdom and that awesome episode where Daryl was, being mentally tortured at the sanctuary. So, and there were a few episodes that really stood up for me, but that's another video. In regards to this particular episode, it was all right. It didn't blow my mind, but it was okay. So if you're watching my review, let me know what you think. Put your comments below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you thought about the entire season. I will do another video, I think, of the entire season, picking out moments that were great and which weren't. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. Well, as always, thank you for watching. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Click subscribe if you want to see more. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.